Hey there, Pyromaniacs. It's unscripted time. The kinds of videos that I make when I want to talk about something but don't really have the time or resources to make a bigger video about it. This time I wanted to talk about Sonic Dream Team, this new Apple Arcade Sonic game that came out recently, because I actually have some thoughts on it. I guess you could consider this a review. I probably could have written a review about this, but I just didn't feel like it. So I just felt like kind of just hitting record and just giving my candid impressions on what I have played. Sonic Dream Team is a full 3D Sonic game on mobile devices, which is something I really wasn't expecting to see. And I also wasn't expecting to see something like this be exclusive to Apple Arcade of all things. But it does kind of make sense that this game would be locked behind some kind of paywall because this is a full Sonic game. It has a story, several levels, multiple playable characters. This is a full game from beginning to end. It's a short game, but it is a full game. It also has a full story with a lot of lore that I'm still kinda trying to piece together in my mind. But essentially the story of this game is Eggman captures Cream the Rabbit to use her pure thoughts to enter the dream realm, and then Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Rouge all get transported into the dream realm to rescue Cream and stop Eggman. And while they're in there, they find a sheep girl called REM, which I love that pun. I gotta say I love that pun. REM sleep, which is like the deepest kind of sleep that you can have. I like that, that's fun. It's just a very classic Sonic naming convention that I like. But REM is essentially the guardian of dreams that Eggman is trying to stop, and she's trying to put a stop to Eggman. And then from there you have Sonic, and she tells Sonic and his friends to go stop Eggman, and that's the story. It's not actually super complex, it's just a lot of stuff. I do think it's interesting though that this is the second 3D Sonic game in a row that has Sonic collecting a bunch of MacGuffins to save his friends from some sort of astral plane. Gameplay-wise, this game is the first in many years to do a lot of different things. This is the first game since 2006 where Rouge has been playable. This is the first game since 2003 that Cream has been playable. And this is the first 3D Sonic game since I don't even know when that is truly fully 3D. No 2D sections whatsoever. You are running through the level 100% in 3D. And I'm just saying, the fact that you can play this game on a phone and there's no problem with the platforming or anything really shows that it's not the problem with controlling these games in 3D. You just need competent developers that understand how to design levels that accommodate these characters. You don't just put platforms and grind rails and call it a day. There's a little bit more that you gotta do. And Sega Hardlight, the company that made this game, seems to understand that. I didn't really think about it until I was talking to Jack Parnell of Parnell Animations, go subscribe to him, that this is the first game since the Adventure era to implement half pipes into the level geometry of 3D Sonic games. I don't have a source anywhere, but I heard that one of the devs at some point said that they were trying to make this game feel like a fusion of Sonic and Tony Hawk Pro Skater, and you can definitely feel that in the level design, because a lot of these levels definitely feel like skate parks, especially the early ones. And frankly, that's exactly what a 3D Sonic level should feel like. It should feel like a skate park. And you can tell that the devs are playing with that, especially with the different characters you can play as. Similar to Sonic Heroes, there are 3 different character roles you can choose from. You got the speed types, the flying types, and the climbing types. The speed types are Sonic and Amy, the flying types are Tails and Cream, and the climbing types are Knuckles and Rouge. And for the record, Knuckles and Tails feel so much better to control here than they do in Sonic Frontiers. Why does the mobile game have better controlling characters than the AAA open world game? In general, I really enjoyed my time with this game. It controls surprisingly well, if not a little bit slippery at times, although I think that has to do with the touch controls. And also, to dog on Sonic Team some more, the character animations are really good. Like seriously, compare some of these cutscenes to Sonic Frontiers where it all looks like a Source filmmaker animation. It's like night and day. This is how these characters should be animated. Why is Sega's mobile game company outclassing Sonic Team? What is happening here? Well, just in general, this is just a fun, no-frills 3D Sonic game. No gimmicks, nothing. Just go from point A to point B and smash all the bots in your way. And also, if you want to play this game and don't have an Apple device, don't worry. Apple Arcade games usually come to console within a year or so you will have to wait a while to get your hands on it, but you will be able to play this game eventually. It's best to look at this as sort of an early access sort of thing, because I'm sure once this does end up coming to consoles, they'll probably add on some new bells and whistles as well. If I were to guess, they'll probably release some sort of Sonic Dream Team Plus, with Shadow as a playable character around when Sonic 3 comes out. So just kind of look out for that, because that's probably what they're gonna end up doing. Anyway, with that said, thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and become a pyromaniac yourself by subscribing. Until next time, stay nerdy, my friends.